Hello, and thank you for watching. Today's Just for Fun design is inspired by St. Patrick's Day. We are buffed and got base coat on. So these are the colors I'll be using today. And they're from Couture. This is a mood changing polish, which is so cool. The top is room temperature and the bottom is when it's hot. And do you recognize this one? It's from my unboxing video. I purchased these off of Amazon, and since I'm not going to be wearing these nails, I'm going to go ahead and use this instead of my Couture. And today's bling, green opal stones, custom green glitter mix. Don't use these, but I keep in my mess. Gold caviar beads, AB Pixie crystals, pearls, and gold foil. And I pulled a bunch of nail art brushes. And again, if you did not watch my other videos, I did purchase those from Amazon, and my dotting tools are from Couture. And they come in a variety of different sizes. Out of all those beautiful colors, these are the ones I'm going to be using for the base. I unfortunately didn't record me painting the base color of all these nails, except for this one. Luckily, I did record all the nice fine detail, so it's okay. On my plain color palette from Couture, I'm preparing all my colors. I don't end up using this one. This is a 3-leaf clover, my mood changer 3-leaf clover. I don't use this color. And my last 3-leaf clover color. And this beautiful pastel yellow. I know I'm going to be doing some line work, so I'm using my painting gels. I do not end up using the black, but I am showing you that you just want to lightly squeeze it till it's barely coming out. Squeeze slightly more when you're plopping it on, and you're done. And now for the design. So I was having a hard time figuring out what design I wanted, and I did play around with some line art before, so I'm using some old references that I made. And if you would like to see some more designs I've made, please visit my Instagram. I do have a photo. It's all the way at the bottom. Y'all, I fiddled with this nail forever. And then finally I started getting into a groove. I was digging it, and then I kept adding. I guess with all art, there's that fine line between doing just a little more and absolutely ruining it. And that's what I did. I'm sure if you had to guess, you could figure out I end up completely redoing this design. But it did help me to get an idea of where I wanted to go with it. And the other nails were way quicker. Alright, I definitely had a pun for this nail. And I failed. Epically. I don't know if you've ever seen a lunar moth. They are gorgeous. Unfortunately, I think I need quite a bit more practice before I can actually capture the detail of the lunar moth. But I really did try to save it. You can see here I'm doing some dots to give myself an outline. It did end up helping, but I couldn't capture the essence of the lunar moth. So I do end up redoing this entire design. But this is just for fun, so a lot of trial and error with some success. Y'all, I was trying to convince myself it was going to be all good. The white line was too thick. I tried adding my clovers, did not like it. So I just put it down and moved on. And I was struggling with these 3-leaf clovers. So at first my gel was very cold, so I was able to use my dotting tool. The colder the gel is, the thicker the viscosity, therefore the warmer it is, the thinner. So I finally figured that out after many tries. And you can see here is when I realized I need to switch my tool. So even though you can manage with whatever tools you do have, sometimes it's nice to have the right tool for the job. Okay, I thought of a funny story. So, as an example, you use a hammer to hammer in a nail. Makes sense. You could also use a pot to hammer in a nail. It's not the easiest thing. Yes, I speak from experience. Let's just say I'm pretty sure we've all been there. We don't all own hammers when we first get our new place. For those who are getting their first place, make sure to have a hammer and a plunger. Sorry. But anyway, moving on. I do recommend flash curing as you go. If you like a design, flash cure it. So many times I feel overconfident and I don't flash cure, and that is followed by instant regret. I remember my first nail design that I got as a young girl, and it was this beautiful line work, and I've always wanted to try to do it, and was extremely intimidated. But I finally decided to take a deep breath and give it a shot, and I absolutely love it. I really love this Baroque style nail art. I think it's just so pretty and elegant. I do barely speed up this process, but I enjoy just watching the beautiful, curved lines. Oh, it's everything to me. So I hope you enjoy it too. And here's the final design, and I do show it all together, but see, it's got to go. I do not like it, and I did do a quick file, just a hand file to remove it, and unfortunately with the cream colored nail you could kind of see some patches, but I'm not wearing them and I'm gonna add stuff on top. So moving forward, I absolutely love gold foil, especially matte. Oh, it looks just stunning. And here I'm just kind of trying to find smaller pieces because we're working on little nails. And I'm using my cuticle pusher just to do a couple scoops of this, a couple scoops of that. And I love pearls. I think I just love everything. But I want to make sure I don't get that one in because it's more of a cream than a white pearl. And I only have one. If I had more than one, I would have used it. Are you guys ready? Here comes another mess. Oh Lord. If I could turn back time. I'm sure you could see some hesitation. I freaked out, didn't know what to do. My brain was saying, stop everything, clean up. The other part of me was saying, you're filming, girl, move it on. And with that said, slow motion bling shot. Ooh, shiny. Not all of the bling flips over correctly, and that's due to the size of the lines in between. The larger pearls and some of the larger stones are just too wide to fit in between those little lines to flip over properly. But they're large enough that I could easily do it myself. The smaller ones are the ones we need to focus on. It doesn't really pick up on camera, but there is a line that is not quite as opaque as the rest of the nail, so I'm gonna try to cover that. And since I haven't used gold foil in quite some time, I forgot it's better to work on a wet surface instead of a cured surface. Now, if you know exactly where your foil is gonna go and you don't need it to move around, it works perfect over a cured surface. But if you want some movement and to break it up, it's best to work over gel polish that is not cured. Either a top coat or a base coat. With all that said, it did not stop me trying to move the gold foil around. Eventually, I gave up. Eventually. Since this is a just for fun design, there's quite a bit of regret in this video, and this is definitely one. I wish I could stop myself from adding in this glitter. It's beautiful, but with the design I end up, I really do wish I did not put it on. Brushing a clear polish or any polish over glitter is dangerous work. You're going to get glitter into the brush. But this base coat is something I don't mind ruining. I still end up cleaning the brush just because I plan on using it for other just for fun designs, and I don't want glitter in the bottle. But I don't mind if there's just a few. But it does look like I got it all out, so hurry! Onto the bling! I do first start with some AB crystals, but after I do this one nail, I have a plan for the rest. I end up doing 1 pearl, 2 opal greens, 3 to 6 of the AB Pixie crystals, and a bajillion caviar beads. Thankfully, when I added the base coat, I did not cure it because I knew I was going to add some stones, and that allowed me to wipe off a good chunk of that glitter. All in all, I think it looks nice, but we are going to add a butterfly. I do have quite a bit of practice with butterflies, so I do feel good about it. The only issue I'm running into is some of the gold foil is sticking up, as you could see right there, so the lines end up looking a little bumpy. If I was wearing this design, I would definitely add a probably dom top coat, which is more like a builder gel or hard gel in a bottle, to make sure I got that smooth surface, and then I would buff it and then add the design. Gorgeous! And now I'm going to just add some 3-leaf clovers, and since I do struggle with these quite a bit, I flash cure a lot, pretty much each little leaf. And here is when I start really regretting that glitter, because it takes away from the butterfly and the clovers. Before I add the matte top coat, I'm going to use the pastel yellow that has the glitters in it, just to cover that entire butterfly. It really helped soften the white and just made the butterfly sparkle even more. Geez, you guys, just for fun, designs are fun, but boy oh boy do they take a long time. I'm finally doing the line art on the pinky, which does go by quickly. Did you notice? I'm being brave and not flash curing. And now I'm trying to make one of my lines thicker. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I was able to do it. Now for the finishing touches, a few dots, and on to the bling. And a tip when using caviar beads, you want to make sure whatever you're putting it onto, your gel polish, that there's a good amount so that way it'll stick to it better. A very thin coat isn't really gonna keep them there. Since we're on the topic of caviar, have you guys ever tried it? Look, I like my seafood. I love a good lobster, crab, salmon. I'll even eat catfish. I love catfish. But caviar? Again, have you tried it? No, thank you. Sorry for the non-nail information. But I talk a lot, y'all. And things pop in my brain. And I've actually I've edited out a lot of things I've said because it's off topic. Oh Lord help me. Anywho, back to the nails. I'm trying to focus. Here you could see that I did leave the base coat uncured, which really helped to move around the gold foil. And like how I mentioned earlier, there is a point when you fiddle around too much and you ruin it. If you keep messing around with the gold foils, eventually it will get cloudy and not be that beautiful color. And that's not just with the gold foil, that's any leaf foil that you use. When I saw how this nail came out with just the gold foil, I did think twice about redoing that butterfly because of that darn glitter. But we're moving forward. Unlike the butterfly nail, which would be the ring finger and the pinky, I ended up on the other three adding some caviar beads, just cascading down the nail. I thought it looked so good, kind of like it was overflowing with beautiful gold caviar beads, and it was so much it was dripping down the nail. At least that's how I saw it. Especially since the thumb and the index nail didn't really have much going on, no glitter. Having the caviar beads cascading down, I think it really tied it in and kind of made the look. You guys, we're at the finish line. This is the last nail that needs to be blinged out, and then I do one final cure and we're done. I feel like I fiddled with the caviar beads on the thumb way longer than I really needed to, and I think it was because this was the last nail and I was having a good time, even with all the mistakes and having to redo things and making a mess. This was fun, and I was kind of sad to be done with it. But like so many things in life, some things end so new things can begin. I'm sorry I cracked myself up so much. I thought that was kind of funny. I know it's not that serious, but it's kind of true. The final design. The thumb, index finger, and middle finger I kept shiny. The ring finger is completely matte. And the pinky is matte, but I forgot to go over it one more time after I did the line work, so that part's shiny. Apologies for the rambling and the mic popping. It's fitting that I regret having this mic in this video, which I have many regrets in. If you haven't had a chance, I do have two other videos. One that shows how I did the nails I'm wearing in this video, and another one that's a mini unboxing from Couture. You guys, the week I filmed this, we went to a forest preserve and saw some deer. I live in the city, so this was everything. Just wanted to share. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.